Spider-Man spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first ever Xavier Sci-Fi Podcast. We are the X-Squadron. My name is Mr. Inicelli. I am the squad leader, red leader of this X-Squadron, and I have 5 of the geekiest, nerdiest, awesomest guys in the school here to help me talk about some sci-fi movies, some sci-fi comics, some TV shows, some movie predictions. We got a whole bunch of stuff on the docket today. I got Matt Pegno.
Hello.
I got BSAP.
Howdy.
I got John Pagano.
Howdy.
I got Demo, Matt DiMartino.
Heyo.
And I got the Spider William.
Hi.
So,
Nice.
wow, that was perfect. Wow, we just ended that song perfectly. That was pretty cool. So today we're going to talk about our favorite comic book movies of all time. We're going to rank our top 3. Our original topic was going to be to talk about Batman, Superman, but that's like beating a dead horse. How many times are you going to listen to a
very dead horse,
a bad review of that movie?
Never alive.
So
It's never coming back to life. No voodoo magic is going to bring this thing back.
So we decided that we're going to rank our favorite comic book movies. But first, we're going to start with the news. Okay, so who's going to be up first with the news? Pagano, what you got for us?
Today on the news, I will be talking about the Suicide Squad trailer. I broke the whole thing down, and I went quite in depth with it. So, for those of you out there who don't know what the Suicide Squad is, it's basically a collection of villains, supervillains in the DC Comics universe, led by Argus agent Amanda Waller.
If this movie sucks, is it going to really like kill the DC universe? Is that it for this?
I'm not going to answer that because this movie is going to be the greatest comic book movie of all time.
Really?
It is going to take the place of Dark Knight. Yes,
No.
in my mind it is.
It's not even going to be rated R.
If it's done well.
That doesn't
Okay,
have anything to do
Dark
with
Knight wasn't rated R, was it?
Didn't have to be.
It didn't have to be, right.
be.
It was just dark. Yeah, but this isn't directed by Christopher Nolan. It's directed by David Ayer.
Who
We'll
did?
But go ahead.
Yes, okay.
Nothing.
Anyway, I have high hopes for it, which hopefully it will fulfill. But anyway, so the trailer starts in Belle Reve Penitentiary, which is probably the second most escapable prison in the universe besides Arkham Asylum. And then right off the bat, we're introduced to the characters. So we see Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie, leading the scene in his jail cell, reading a book with a cup of tea, wearing pink fuzzy slippers. So right off the bat, Harley Quinn establishing,
But they're deviating from her origin story, right?
yes. And
Actually, people are saying she's going back to the New 52 origin,
The one where...
where she actually falls in the toxin like the Joker.
yes,
Instead
because
of
it's
just makeup.
you see it in the trailer twice.
Okay.
We're pretty sure.
And the Joker's in with her, and then there's a scene later on with Batman, but I'll get to that. So, Deadshot, played by the great Will Smith, looking quite stoic in his jail
Great
cell.
is an exaggeration.
He's pretty good.
He is
He's good.
He's
But, like,
great.
the things he's
come
in
on.
are like...
iRobot, Independence
see-
Day.
did
These
you
are all
see
good
After
movies.
Earth?
He's a good
Fresh
actor.
Prince?
Not
What?
when
What?
After Earth? Anyone see After Earth?
No, I haven't seen that.
No.
Was that with his son? Was that the one he was in with his son?
Pretty bad.
It was pretty bad.
I
needs
saw,
acting lessons.
I saw it. I didn't like
what
it.
was the movie? What was it called? The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh,
With the,
Yeah,
that was with him
he was
and his
supposed to
son.
be really good in that one, right?
Was that his son? Yeah, that,
Oh,
that was a
definitely.
good movie. He's not a bad actor.
Did you
All
see
right.
what was the one where he was a superhero with Charlize
Hancock.
Theron? Hancock.
Oh,
that was a
Hancock.
really good
My dad
movie.
likes it.
Oh, yeah.
I like that one.
So, we've established Will Smith, great actor.
These are the things that
Next,
matter.
my personal favorite of the Suicide Squad, Killer Croc, played by a man by the name of Adwale something I cannot pronounce. I apologize.
I'm surprised they didn't use King Shark. Like, King Shark's the one who's actually in the Suicide Squad. Killer
Kill-
Croc is like...
He's in it too, but
King Shark's been in there for, like, longer, I think.
I think that they're trying to make it more Batman because people like
yeah.
Batman.
And Killer Croc is Killer Croc.
Yeah,
he's
that's,
Batman.
that's true.
He's
Batman's,
Then
the,
that-
Batman's the only thing that makes money for them.
Yeah, because if you have
Really?
all the
That is true.
this is essentially a Batman movie.
Yes.
It's all the Batman villains.
yes,
And-
and Batman.
So
Batman's
now
in it.
Batman's whole universe is already established, which I think was a big step for them. So I
Yeah.
thought that was a smart business move.
And so I think one of my favorite parts about the trailer as a whole, Killer Croc, his jail cell, has his own personal pond.
It's pretty good.
It's amazing. Next, you see El Diablo, played by Jay Hernandez. He's playing with fire, as he does. Not much about him in the beginning of the trailer, but they get more in depth with him later on. And then Captain Boomerang, played by Jay Courtney. He's unhinged, screaming, banging walls. He's on CCTV cameras. It's insane. And then we see Amanda Waller herself, played by Viola Davis, who, as a pretty established actress, people are holding her as one of the highlights for this movie. And so we move after the kind of character introduction to a scene where the crew is being transported, and Deadshot cracks a joke, and it's pretty funny. But I think the highlight of the trailer is later on, because once Harley Quinn starts cracking jokes, it gets good.
And cracking heads.
Yeah, and cracking heads, because the smiley face hammer shows up eventually.
Oh, I love that.
Yes. And interesting ways of transporting the crew. Boomerang's in a body bag, which as he gets out, he punches a guard in the face. El Diablo is doused in water, as to transport him without, him lighting everything on fire. Killer Croc is strapped to a gurney like Hannibal Lecter. And they're all brought to a courtyard outside. And then we meet Rick Flag, played by Joel Kinnaman. He's a military commando. He's tasked with leading the squad in the field. And it's interesting to see how he's going to play out having just a regular soldier lead a team full of supervillains, and if he's going to have any success with that at all.
Supposed to be Tom Hardy, but he left.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, so
that was it was
think
originally
they-
supposed to be Tom Hardy.
I think they cut him down a little bit because it was supposed to be Tom Hardy, and he's a good actor.
We next get an up close look with Killer Croc, who could have been entirely CGI, but he's not, and it looks fantastic, and he's very angry. Next, we're introduced to Cara Delevingne's Enchantress, a woman possessed by a witch, and we are speculating whether Enchantress is going to be part of the squad or the main antagonist. We don't know yet. DC hasn't cleared anything up about it, but there's evidence to why she's the antagonist that we see later.
And please don't, because that's what you did with Batman vs Superman, and that was terrible.
I don't know. I mean, she could be a really interesting villain.
Yeah, she's like really mystic. She's got like all the, she's like Scarlet Witch,
Yeah.
right? She's the same thing, just it's different.
Yeah.
Next, we get a quick shot of Slipknot, played by Adam Beach. And since we see virtually nothing of him later on in the trailer, a lot of fans are speculating that he's killed off early on in the movie.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I don't consider trailers accurate anymore.
There's very few scenes of him later on in the trailers, and there's even shots of like the entire ensemble like in a line, and he's not there.
Katana's
That's
in
why I
there.
don't
He's,
watch
like,
trailers.
not in
Okay,
there.
but you
I
take
refuse to watch trailers.
He's a dead
anymore.
man walking.
I'm done.
all right, but then you take a movie like The Force Awakens. We didn't see Luke. That doesn't mean he's
I mean,
dead.
Slipknot-
We assume
we
the
saw
worst
him.
Do you know what
all the
Slipknot
time.
does? His thing is rope. He's literally just controlling rope.
He's Rope Man.
What
He's
about
rope
Captain
man.
Boomerang? He throws boomerangs.
Yeah, but
Yes,
at least
but he's
boomerang,
insane.
and he's
He's a
those are
madman.
razor-edged boomerangs, and he fought the Flash on a
So
consistent
he throws batarangs.
basis.
He throws batarangs.
I'm just saying. I think
You'll
he's
see
more
in the
established
trailer.
than-
Did you see
Yeah.
the trailer, Mr. Roy?
For Suicide Squad?
Yes.
Yeah.
He cuts one of those minions.
This was
things'
before I
heads
stopped
off.
listening to trailers or watching trailers.
I don't get your logic.
What's
though.
my logic? Batman Superman was ruined for me because they showed the entire movie in the trailers.
It's not like it was a good movie anyway.
It wasn't as
That's
bad.
true.
That's
it
not-
wasn't as bad as
And
everyone
that's not
says
the
it is.
principle
Yeah,
behind
it's
it.
not the
I
principle.
think it would have been better if we didn't see Doomsday.
Absolutely. It would have been better if there was no Doomsday, but that's besides the point.
I just like explosions.
Michael Bay.
Next up, extremely funny and clever scene with Harley Quinn and the voices in her head. I'm sure all of you can recognize that if you've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
She's got the accent down good.
Oh, definitely.
She has that
She is
accent
a
down pat.
fantastic actress, I think, anyway. Then it moves to the actual operation itself, with the shot of the team in a destroyed section of a city street coupled with some supernatural goopy stuff. I'm going to refer to it as the goop because I don't know what it is, and neither does anyone else, so we're going to continue. Then there's a clip showing some of them, minus Killer Croc and Slipknot, except Katana is in there.
Yeah, I like Katana. She was part of the Outsiders for a while. She's cool. She does sword stuff. That's
Yes,
awesome.
and it's a katana.
Is she in Arrow at all?
Yes, she's an
She
Arrow.
shows up in
Yeah.
Arrow.
Yes.
That was so lame.
Oh, she was
She's
alright.
got a katana.
No, it's pretty cool.
She was
That
the
is- it's
wife
her
of the.
namesake.
Yeah.
She was the
Yes.
wife of the guy that he meets in Japan.
Yeah,
Yes.
in the comic book, like he dies and his spirit is put in the sword. It's crazy.
You see that in the trailer when she pulls it out
Yep,
of the
it's
thing.
called Soul Taker.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's got all the souls in it.
I'll get to that eventually. So next up, oh, by the way, she's played by Karen Fukuhara, if that means anything to anyone. I didn't know who she was
Was
before
she in
then.
Crouching Tiger?
I don't know.
Oh, she was Hidden
Look
Dragon.
at it, I got
Fact
it.
checker. DSAT.
Thank you for
What do I do
To the iPad.
on my TV? Yes, Crushing Tigers construction equipment supplier.
Yeah, okay. Keep going.
There's more screenshots of nasty goop, and then there's Deadshot sliding on the ground and shooting everything. Then we get to see minions of whoever the antagonist is. They are made of that black goopy stuff, so I'm assuming that is tied directly to the main supervillain. And then Boomerang and Killer Croc are destroying them. It's quite interesting. Finally, an appearance by Jared Leto and the Joker. And it's a scene, and then right after that is a scene with two of his henchmen who look absolutely amazing. Their masks are phenomenal. And
Is that new footage? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
that's in. It's a quick shot. It's a hallway with his two henchmen leaning around the corner. One of them is wearing an eyeball mask.
Yeah, see, I didn't see that BSAP. I didn't watch the newest trailer.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'm being true to myself,
Yeah.
not watching trailers.
This is another argument for another time.
All right, go ahead.
Speaking of arguments, Jared Leto Joker, I'm actually really on board for this right now.
I've been debating it since the summer, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I thought for a while, like, oh, is he going to be a good Joker? But then I looked at pretty much every Joker we've ever had, and they all had redeeming qualities from the original Joker in the 1960s.
Caesar
Romero's Joker was
With his
amazing.
mustache
Mark
underneath his
Hamill's Joker is
makeup.
amazing. Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson. You look at some of the animated movies, like Under the Red Hood's Joker. I don't know his name, but he sounded great.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that DC knows what they're doing. So I'm just going to assume that Jared Leto is going to be great.
By the way, Will, great socks.
Thank you.
And
For
he's-
those of you not in the studio with us, I'm wearing BB-8 socks that I got out of a loot crate.
No.
Oh, you got Loot Crate?
Yeah, I got loot
We're
crate.
not giving free ads here, but
No, we
but
are
you got
not.
Loot Crate.
But get Loot Crate.
Get loot crate.
Get Loot Crate
Wow.
now.
That's pretty awesome.
No one want. I never have a. Never will get one.
Why?
Never
Crate's
get a
great.
loot crate? Why? Do you not like it?
Ring the bell.
That's our stupid bell.
Mama Sap won't let me get one.
Oh, there it is, Mama Sam.
I have the funds
Guest,
to pay for
guest
it.
appearance number 1, Mama Sap.
Yeah, I have the funds to pay for it. She said it's a waste of money. What if you get something you don't like?
I've
you give-
gotten
then you
a lot
give-
of
then you
stuff
give it
I
to
don't
me.
like.
Okay, but
You
There's
wait till
always
the
at
next
least
Loot
one
Crate.
good
You
thing.
can
though.
re-gift it. I mean, I've
Yeah,
gotten
that's how
tons
you
of
could,
like
but-
shirts and things and action figures. My shelf
Right,
is
'cause
You
no
could give
one
it to your
wears
action
podcast
figures
buddies.
now.
I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Got tiny
Maybe.
Carthus.
So, interesting. In this scene, the Joker changes his wear, his outfit. And it's not for the last time. BSAP? BSAP?
Ooh, wow! Change a wardrobe in a movie.
Wait
Wow.
for it.
So interesting. This must mean something.
Thank you. More shots with Enchantress. Just a good look at her character design. I think it's well done.
That's what we're looking at.
She looks good. Like, her outfit is well done, and there's like these black particles like floating about. It's good. Then we get a close up scene with Harley and Captain Boomerang. It's very touching.
Is she using the mallet, or she just have a baseball bat in this one?
It's mallet, then it's baseball bat, then mallet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, both show up. Another Joker costume change.
Keep going.
And then it's him laughing on the floor at a circle of knives, guns, and Molotov cocktails. Very nice. Then we see a shot of Katana's sword, Soul Taker, and its powers, and it looks very interesting. By the way, I don't know if anyone's been counting, but I believe that's 3 costume changes so far
I
for the
think he
Joker.
might be dead.
Oh my god.
It makes no
Really?
sense that this Batman would spare the life of the biggest mass murderer of them all. And
That's been-
spoiler alert, he kills like 50 people in Batman vs.
Yeah, but
It's-
also DC
one
might want to
scene.
make more
in
money.
one
so
scene. And it wasn't like gently either. He like ran over them with his Bat Death Machine truck.
That was the best scene of the movie. We're not getting into that.
No, the best scene of the movie is when he jumps into the warehouse, when Alfred
Yeah.
drops him off in the warehouse, and he just destroys 40 people.
Oh, but we saw it in the trailer.
And he stabs somebody.
Yeah, you look
and you
more-
saw it in the trailer, exactly.
Mortal
Right, like the
Kombat,
rest
is
of
that
the
one guy?
movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the difference is that this is like the Dark Knight Returns Batman, where he like, I don't know if you know, but he like paralyzed the Joker at one point, didn't want to kill him.
Yeah, that was the best part. And
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
I'm not going to kill you.
That's awesome.
And the Joker
He
broke
shoved
his
like a
own-
batarang in his eye.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
Yeah, why doesn't he do that?
That was-
better.
Yeah, way better.
All right, so like I said, 3 Joker costume changes so far, and Boomerang, Captain Boomerang, is being silly with a can of soda, making noise, being Captain Boomerang. Then we see another shot of Enchantress with black eyes. Now, we're not sure if this is either a power of hers
Black eyes are usually associated with a large surge of power, usually dark power.
or she's being controlled by Enchantress, which is another theory.
The
Yeah.
Enchantress?
Yes.
Yeah, like in Age of Ultron, doesn't someone get controlled and their eyes go all black? Yeah, but when they get controlled by Scarlet
No,
Witch.
that was the first one.
Yes, that's
when
the
Loki
first one.
used his
Loki
scepter.
uses a scepter on Hawkeye. Yeah,
And they're
So-
more
So
blue than
this
black,
this
but
could
yeah, I
be
get what you're
so
saying.
Enchantress could be
possessing.
possessing Katana. Then there's helicopters and a lot of missiles, explosions.
Guns,
Yes.
bullets, bullet cases.
There's a dude in a panda costume, another Joker minion, very good. Scott Eastwood is playing someone. We don't know who it is, but we're
It's
leaning
Dick
towards
Grayson.
we're leaning towards either him or Deathstroke. And another goop mutant about to be hit by a train. A fourth Joker costume and more cool henchmen. Deadshot is then fighting a goop mutant. Harley Quinn there's a shot with her shirt, the bubble gum, the bat. Great shot of Harley Quinn. Next, there's a shot of Kara before she becomes Enchantress. So she's in a pond, a black pond, and we think that's like her transformation process.
Hiking in the mountains.
A fifth Joker costume, and then there's a shot of her as she's transforming into Enchantress, so that's confirmed with the black pond. There's a sixth Joker costume change as he jumps into the vat of chemicals. We talked about this before. The next scene is Harley with Joker in the vat of chemicals. And then his final costume change of this of the trailer, 7 of them. A black cloud of magic, which we think is what's causing those goop mutants to appear in the first place. And then Harley steals a handbag. The end.
That's it. Solid trailer.
Wasn't that like the title of one of the episodes of the animated series, Harley Steals a Handbag?
I don't know that one.
So
No idea.
Well, I mean, she gets out of prison, and that's pretty much it. Hilarity ensues. Batman the Animated Series was awesome.
Oh, that was a very good show.
Oh, definitely.
In other news, have you heard that Supergirl might be in trouble?
good.
TV show?
The show? Oh,
Good.
God.
I
thank
haven't
you.
seen it yet, and I refuse to watch it.
I heard the CW might actually pick it up, which I think would be better in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done a lot of superhero shows, but that's not necessarily
I actually watched the show.
better.
Yeah.
I saw like the whole first season, and just no spoilers, but one of my favorite Justice League characters gets introduced like midway through.
Yeah, people
Oh,
said that's
Martian
easily the
Manhunter,
best
right?
part.
Yeah.
Martian Manhunter?
Yeah,
Red Tornado's in it too, right?
yeah.
People said
briefly.
he was kind of wasted.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he's a robot that shoots cyclones. That's awesome.
If CW picks it up, then we can get a lot of Arrow, Flash crossovers.
Which would give me a reason to watch it, because I am.
They already did
Deep-
one. That was pretty cool.
Yes.
I mean, Supergirl, Arrow, The Flash, they could start their own little Justice League team.
I don't like those shows anymore.
No?
Flash is exhausting and lame.
Peg, no, I'm not going to transfer the bell to be rung for you. We're going to leave that for BSEP, but it's fine.
Of course.
All right.
Jokes aside, I think the shows are pretty good.
In other news, Kingsman 2
I
is
love the
pronounced to
Kingsman.
be a thing, which I'm very excited for because the last James Bond movie to come out in the last couple of years honestly really disappointed me.
Wait, just
I don't like James
you didn't
Bond
like
at all.
Spectre?
I did not like Spectre.
Spectre was not bad.
No, I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying I didn't like it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
But I thought it was all right.
All right, so this movie is planned to come out in 2017. From what I've seen, it's got like the same director. The only thing I'm really like worried about is that it's going to include Channing Tatum. He's a Hollywood pretty boy, in my opinion.
Yeah, but they're gonna make him they're gonna make fun of him in that movie.
I hope so. I mean, they said that in the description on IMDb that they're supposed to be like teaming up with like an American agency, which
mean, they
that
have-
could go very
like Man
wrong.
from Uncle,
Like the Man from Uncle, yeah.
which I liked.
They have
I like Man from Uncle.
they have Elton John and Paul McCartney in this too.
Yeah, no, that's
Which
gonna be
is
fun.
only there's nothing better in cinema.
I mean, they put a lot of funny cameos into their first one,
Yeah,
so
I think-
I don't see why
I think
they're
they're
not
gonna
going to do
hammer
it
on
this
this
one.
Kingsman
one
1
is-
was amazing.
Like,
It
So
was
good.
so
I think that Paul
amazing.
McCartney's like move to America was to spy on them. I think that'd be pretty cool.
As long as they don't
And
include,
he
like,
can have like things in his boa.
as long as they don't have like another like long movie which involves training someone, I think this is going to be like a very fun, exciting film.
Absolutely.
Julianne Moore's the villain, right?
I don't know if she's the villain.
I
I
thought
know
she was the
she's
head of the
in it.
agency. I thought she was the
No,
new
that's Halle
Arthur.
Berry.
Oh, really?
Halle,
Yeah,
I didn't know
people
Halle Berry
actually
was in
want to
this.
be in this now.
I mean, it was just fun to watch.
So it's got promise.
Yeah.
Okay, some other news. We have the potential leak script for Star Wars Episode 8. And, I don't know. It doesn't seem too true.
It's all fake. It's all
I'm
lies.
against just listening to this, but I'll listen to it.
Well,
this is kind of like watching a trailer. But
It's
go ahead.
laughable.
No, this is a joke. So it starts off unlike any Star Wars movie we've seen, and it starts right where they left off after The Force Awakens.
Oh my god, it doesn't start in space.
Well, I don't know if it might start in space.
All of them
but
pan down from the credits in space.
Who knows? The first
Before
one,
you
into a
start, you
ship.
want to hear something that I found out today?
Sure.
Luke, well, not Luke, Mark Hamill was interviewed recently, and he said that the opening scene of The Force Awakens was supposed to be
His hand.
with the lightsaber falling through space and landing in Jakku.
I feel like that's a little too graphic for Star Wars, though.
Well, they took it out, but that
How
was
long-
that
That
was
would've
the
been great.
beginning.
How long can that thing just
That
fly through
just seems-
space?
Well,
That
he says,
is like a long
he says,
time.
and I
Interesting.
quote, "And in the atmosphere, the hand burns away, and the bone burns away, and it goes sticking to the surface of Jakku, the desert planet that Rey lives on. And then this alien hand comes in, and I don't know if it was Maz. An alien hand takes the lightsaber away, and then the movie proceeds as
No,
we
you
see.
know
Oh,
who
maybe
that
it's
was-
Unkar Plutt.
No, you know who that
I
was
mean, that
going
would
to
have
be?
been
That was
lazy,
going to be.
but at least that's an explanation.
Oh, what's his name again? He was covering the movies. He had all those action figures at, on Force Friday before the movie in September.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes. Sorry, B-Set.
I forgot
Way to be
his name.
prepared. Ring the bell.
Pegna, get the
I
belt.
didn't expect this to come up, but anyway,
Back to the trailer.
back to the trailer. No, script leak.
Right.
It's they're on the planet Acto.
Why don't we just get to the
That
worst
doesn't mean
part?
anything.
Well, yeah, and so Ray, some dialogue ensues between Ray and Luke after his moment of staring at her. I mean, at that whatever. Anyway,
Damn, she grew up hot.
Wait, that's been just going on?
apparently, so for the past 2 years, they'll just be staring.
Or was she like, oh, my arm's getting tired. Can you just take it already?
I've been holding up my arm for
didn't like
2
that
years.
she
I don't think I
pointed
can
the
move it
lightsaber
anymore.
at him.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I thought
we
he was
talked
gonna-
about that
Oh,
before.
but it's
Yeah.
but you remember Luke took off Obi-Wan's head when he first ignited the lightsaber
That's
in
true.
A New Hope. I mean,
Your father's lightsaber.
yeah.
It was your father's lightsaber.
I thought.
He killed 30 children with it.
Master Skywalker. There's too many of them. What are we going to do?
Slice.
Is that one of the British Jedi children?
That's George Lucas's kid.
Is it really?
No,
Nephew or something.
wasn't his kid the one who fought the clones in the Jedi Temple?
No, that was his nephew or something. All of his family members were in it.
All right, whatever. Anyway, so
He's worth $5 billion.
back to the script leak.
Is Acto going to be a planet like Jakku, where it looks like Tatooine, but we're not going to call it Tatooine?
Yeah, it's Hoth, but it's not Hoth. Is
Or
it?
No, well,
like Dagobah, but not
Acto is where the
Dagobah.
first
We've run
Jedi
out-
temple
we've
is.
run out of
80% of all
environments.
planets in that system are desert planets. So.
The last. When's the last time we had like an original planet?
I don't
Well,
know.
that is true. Well, I mean,
Mustafa?
Acto's
The
Fine.
Clone
kinda-
Wars. The Clone
No,
Wars.
Acto's pretty.
What about Mustafar?
Oh,
That's the
Mustafar.
lava planet where Anakin
Go to
got
the
his
Mustafar
lava hot
system.
bath treatment.
I thought that was the Lion King's name or whatever.
No, that's
That's-
Mustafa.
Oh, Mustafa.
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 Mufasa?
Mufasa. No, Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Oh
Best
my
Disney
God.
movie, but we're not getting into that.
Right.
All right.
That's the top.
So back to the script leak. Ray asks Luke if that he is her father, to which he responds, and hold on to your socks, everyone. No, you are my father.
What?
Yeah. So what this means, according to the leak,
That
has
has to be a
probably
joke.
yeah, which is probably false. There are no mentions of any midichlorians or.
There's no. It's,
I mean,
they get this
it's
leak?
not
I don't know.
probably.
I know it's a
false.
long time ago.
is
but
Usually,
false.
it's always a disgruntled Lucasfilm employee.
Reddit,
we have like
BuzzFeed.
some kind of space sex change. Like,
What
is that a
this?
thing?
I don't know, but we're not going there. So.
No, so there.
So according, what the background of this is that Rey, is a reincarnation of Anakin Skywalker, and who was apparently the chosen one.
But he's not dead.
No, it's like the.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, technically, his body is dead.
They burned him.
Oh, wait. I thought you said Luke. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You said Anakin?
Wait, so does that
okay.
mean his Force Ghost goes away?
I don't know how his whole
Since
thing
when is there
works.
reincarnation?
Apparently, in the Star Wars universe, there's a reincarnation of the chosen one every 25 or 30 years.
Oh, this
which
is some-
lines up
Oh,
conveniently
come
with
on.
the movie.
This is some Kingdom Hearts bullcrap right here. I'm not even going to go into why that's similar. But,
So moving on from that, after that stunning revelation, Move on a little bit further, and the Knights of Ren, who will finally see it more of after that 2-second little thing in Rey's vision, will invade the Resistance base, and what happened in that invasion, Leia will get injured severely. She won't die, but she's going to be very injured.
When does Kylo Ren cut his hair?
When does he get a less like?
I hope he keeps the helmet.
I like the helmet.
I hope
The
he has a
helmet's
messed
cool.
up face now, so
Yeah,
he
but the helmet-
justifies wearing that helmet.
The helmet's
Yeah.
not proportionate.
No.
It's weird.
It's got like
Without
it's got
the
like a
hood, it's
duck
really,
bill.
it's too weird.
And I like the lightsaber. I hope he keeps that. Too.
I hate the lightsaber.
I
You hate
love
the
that
lightsaber?
It's
lightsaber.
cool
It's
because
so
it goes
menacing.
buzzy, but
Buzzy,
It's
buzzy.
cool because it's red.
yeah, it's red. But it's the concept is cool. Like on Star Wars Rebels, they had a crossguard lightsaber that was perfectly normal. I don't understand why.
No,
he
they
can't.
had like the whirling lightsaber where he hold it in the handle and then it propels like a propeller blade. Like
Oh yeah, that's nonsense. The
We're still
helicopter
photoshopping
blade.
that onto the Mary Poppins Mary Poppins poster with the umbrella.
I can't wait to see
Okay,
that.
so moving on, it says the last thing I have here is that Snoke is a reincarnation. A lot of reincarnation here of Emperor Palpatine, which
The Senate
sort of
himself.
makes sense. Yes, the Senate himself.
I mean, he would
is
have a Force Ghost
reincarnation
too, I guess.
of no, Snoke is a reincarnation of Palpatine. So what this essentially means is that Palpatine is not dead. For any of you who read the Legends material, which is no longer canon,
It's like, could you cop out anymore?
You mean
Yeah.
Robot Legs, where Robot Legs Darth Maul came from?
it's pretty much. But Palpatine, after the Battle of Endor, all the heads of the Empire met on Endor to
Yup,
discuss
yup.
the future. To discuss the future of the Empire, and Palpatine came back as like some sort of weird clone hologram thing, and so I'm assuming that's what they're sort of building off of. This is probably not true. I have absolutely no doubt that this is probably not going to be the script for Episode 8, which I believe is going to be one of the greatest.
Yeah, because the guy
films
who's
of all
writing
time.
it is not this
If
stupid.
this
Ryan
is the
Johnson
script,
is not this stupid.
Such a
I don't
fanboy.
I don't prefer him as a director.
That's all right. I'm like that with Spider-Man.
Well, hey, look, this is Big Bro introduced me to.
Speaking of Spider-Man, what you got for us, Pegman?
I have Spider-Man Homecoming, which I'm very excited about.
Oh my god, yes. This is going to be good. I hope.
People don't like the logo or the title. Anyone have any
The
opinions on it?
title is fine. I'm not a big fan of the logo. When I saw the logo, it reminded me of the cartoon when I was a kid, the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the
yeah,
90s.
Terrible.
Like, if you've
That's
seen
good.
the Civil War trailer, this Spider-Man looks like a lot of 1960s Spider-Man, if we're talking, like,
Eyes. Yeah.
eyes.
He's 16 years old in real life. I mean, he's
Wow.
he's a
It's-
young guy.
They grow him young now.
I'm looking at the.
Well, he got the part because he was like a ballet dancer and
Yeah,
he
he was
had a lot
in
of gymnastics.
Tommy Elliott.
he's a ninja.
Yeah.
Called?
Billy Elliot. Billy
that's the
Elliot.
one.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't that
Tommy
a
Elliott's
play?
the less-known cousin of-
Billy Elliot.
And minor Civil War, nothing really. I know someone that's seen the movie, and they said that Homecoming actually means something. Like, it's not like, oh, the Homecoming dance or anything, but
Oh,
they
okay.
name drop it. Like, it's like, I think it might be like a code name.
Could
Maybe
it
it's
be,
the Iron
like-
Spider project. Maybe they're working on something. Because
The
Robert Downey Jr. has
oh,
been
dude,
confirmed to be
Iron
in the
Spider.
movie. And he's definitely going to have a bigger part. That's all I got, really, on him.
I can't wait for that movie. I
think
love
it's gonna be
Spider-Man
good.
so much.
I'm a
Thank
sucker
God he's
for a
back.
Marissa
Spider-Man
Tomei is
movie.
Aunt May, too.
Like, even
Yeah.
if it's another origin story. Like,
No.
I want to see what Marvel does with his origin story
yeah, that's going to be...
And
wait,
the
what do you
Vulture.
mean?
and the Vulture.
Vulture's it.
Yes!
Can't wait to see him beating up an 8-year-old man.
I want it to be John Malkovich.
That was the thing that I was pissed off most at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. They set up the Sinister Six,
Yeah.
and they just rebooted the entire universe
That
after
movie
that.
made $2 million domestically.
Is
That
that
movie
bad or
wasn't bad.
good?
That's terrible.
That movie's bad.
Really?
Terrible.
Awful.
Amazing
Garfield?
Spider-Man 2 was, like,
I like-
better
I
than
like-
the first
I like all the
one.
Spider-Mans.
I hate Garfield.
I like all of them.
He was okay.
You'll see that in my top 3.
Oh no.
Yeah, Matt, what do you got?
I got the Doctor Strange trailer. I'm not really gonna go too in depth into it like Pagano, but
No, that's not stupid. That's just burns.
That's a roast.
Do we have
Yeah.
a burn bell?
That's a burn bell. It's fine.
Flame.
what I
For our next podcast episode, I'll be breaking down Suicide Squad trailer 2,
Uh-oh.
which came out already.
You know what I heard about that trailer? 9 outfit changes.
So hot.
all right. Anyway, Doctor Strange.
7 outfit changes. That's a big thing.
All I'm gonna say is Benedict Cumberbatch is one of my favorite actors. He's great in Sherlock and I don't know, Imitation Game, a whole bunch of other stuff. But the effects look great. The outfits look great. I'm pretty excited about it.
One of the things that Marvel does so well is cast.
Oh, yeah.
Benedict
Because they're
Cumberbatch?
run by Disney. Of course they are.
You really couldn't get anyone
And Disney
better.
owns Star Wars.
And Disney owns everything. But like, think of all of the people they have. Everyone is
yeah.
perfect.
Oh, yeah.
perfect. I mean, DC's doing a good job too because Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
You can't look any
You
more
know
like
what I think
Superman than
helps?
that guy.
Disney takes characters,
Margot
or
Robbie.
they take a cast who's never really done anything, and here I go again, mentioning Star Wars, but you take,
We are the X-Squadron. It's okay.
well, you take John Boyega, no one's heard of him before, and now look, everyone knows who he is.
Well, George Lucas did that with
Who?
Mark Hamill.
Who
Well,
is
that's
Yeah,
because he
Mark
couldn't
Hamill,
afford
but
it.
Yeah, no, who's?
That's
I mean, the
true, too.
prequels. I mean, who remember? I mean, people remember Ewan McGregor. And that's it. No one remembers Hayden Christensen. No one wants to remember Hayden
Liam Neeson?
Christensen.
Liam Neeson.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
Liam
Liam
Neeson
Neeson, the
again?
worst Jedi ever.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Samuel L. Jackson.
Mace
no,
Windu.
Samuel L. Jackson is just in every movie.
Samuel L. Jackson's amazing.
He's
That's
amazing,
what they
but
said.
he's just in every movie.
People said that. Like someone said,
You know
"You're Samuel
every
Jackson.
movie ever?
Who?
He's
Have
the
you
black
ever
guy."
seen any movie ever? He's the black
There
guy.
it is.
Ted 2.
Yeah,
I
great
love that.
movie.
It was
There
a
it is.
fantastic movie.
All right, so I think we're going to move into our main segment
All right.
for the day.
All right.
Which is our... Don't get mad at me, BSAP. I'm sorry. Which
Heck
is
no, have the bell on
we
standby.
decided to rank our top 3 favorite comic book movies. Now, our original, like I said before, our original topic was Batman, Superman, which we decided not to do since it's been 2 months since the movie came out. And today is May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, and it's
Yeah.
Captain America Civil War Day today. I'm
Revenge of
seeing
the
the
Fifth.
movie.
It's Revenge of the
You're
Fifth.
seeing it tonight?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
seeing it at 7 o'clock. So
The
I'm-
theater down the street is showing it at like 11.
I got
Tonight?
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it in 3 hours.
Awesome.
Seeing it
So-
in 4D.
4D?
No spoilers.
I don't think my eyes can see in
I
4D.
think it's only like a
4D is terrible. They
But
make
we-
you feel things.
Yeah, I don't like
Do they
that.
really?
It's
I don't.
Yeah,
terrifying.
they shake your seat.
Yeah, haven't you
Oh,
ever
it's
been
like
to
Disney.
World?
That's like
Spritz
the
you with
Star Wars.
water.
thing.
Barf and do
4D.
No,
It's more 3D.
Star Tours does not have that.
Star Tours.
I should
is-
know.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Because, you know.
He went to Star Tours and never got off.
But we have this very big list of movies from Marvel Cinematic Universe to the DC Cinematic Universe, Sony, Fox movies, and we decided that we're going to take out The Dark Knight because The Dark Knight
Mutually
was
agreed.
everybody's number one movie.
Yeah.
I would.
It was on everyone's top 3.
It was on
it was
everyone's top.
everyone's top.
It was my
three,
number
yeah.
one.
I had to
Yeah, it
change
was my
a couple
number
of
one.
My number one.
My number 1.
I mean, it was my number one too, and I'm
Are
not
you
even
sure it wasn't a Spider-Man movie?
No, it is now because we took Dark Knight out. But I mean, you can't get the way I did this.
Yeah.
The way I made my list. This is how I did my list. I looked at these movies and I said, if this movie was on TV, would I change the channel? That's how I did my
I
It
like
list.
that.
depends. Is it on
like
FX?
Whatever, it doesn't matter because every single time Spider-Man is on television, I don't care if it's on FX, TBS, HBO, I'm leaving it on and I'm watching it because that's how much I love Spider-Man. I'm going to save my top 3 because I'm probably going to be different than everybody else. Who wants to go first?
I volunteer as tribute.
Okay, Hunger Games, let's go.
Let's go, Katniss.
Okay. So I had Deadpool as my number one.
Oh, totally agree.
No.
Oh, you're starting at 1? Who
Other
starts at
way
1?
around.
Oh my god!
Everything. No one starts at 1.
That's number 5
There's
today.
no
I think.
suspense.
All right, whatever. You know, who cares?
You've
You wanna
lost
start
all
with
of
You
us.
three?
don't even have an honorable mention.
No, because everything. No, that's it.
All right, so number
So
1
we'll-
is Deadpool.
No, we'll start from 3 now. So 3 is The Dark Knight Rises. I mean, all right, everyone relax.
This is Bane?
Yes.
All right, that's not a bad movie.
not-
What are you all
it's
doing?
Not
It's
a bad
not
movie.
that
I mean,
bad.
football fields cave in.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
it's- I don't know if it's-
Heinz
I don't know
Ward
if
is in
it's
it?
top
yeah,
five.
it was a great. I thought it was pretty good. Then I have Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
And then
I
I
thought
had-
my list was going to be suspect.
And then, spoiler alert, I have Deadpool number 1.
Well, we're like Star Wars. We do it. We do number 4 first.
So that would be my honorable mention.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, what's your honorable mention?
He doesn't have
He doesn't
one.
I don't
have
have
one.
one.
He's
Whole one.
Because he has to be different.
No, it's not a matter of being different. It's
have
just
to
I
stand
don't
out.
have one.
I should have asked Big Bro.
Yeah, I'm
Big
sure.
Bro, pick a movie.
Yeah, okay. Well,
Ask the audience.
I'll call
Phone
him
a
right
Do
friend.
now.
not call Big Bro.
50-50.
Yeah, he'll probably yell at me.
All right, so say it one more time. Batman.
Outrageous film.
So it's
Dark
Dark
Knight
Knight Rises,
Rises.
Avengers: Age of Ultron, and Deadpool.
You
No,
liked Age of Ultron better than Avengers?
Well,
I have some
obviously,
opinions
Dick,
on
you
that.
should put
I
it
can.
second.
Put it on your
I'll
top
get to
three.
that.
I mean, they were both equally good movies. But
I-
I had to pick
yeah,
one. that was
definitely.
my
I thought the
favorite.
opening scene of Age of Ultron looked so terrible. The
It was
CGI looks so
No,
bad.
no,
Like when
no.
Thor
Yeah.
gets that guy who's
They look like
flying
rubber.
at him, he looks like he's just grabbing at air.
You
No.
don't know bad CGI until you've seen episode
I gotta,
1.
I gotta know.
No. Do we have that?
I
When
have
I saw
it
it in
on-
the
I
theater-
have
that
it
to
on
our
my
soundboard.
iPad.
We do.
Which
When I saw
one?
that in the theater,
When Darth Vader.
I didn't bring my
uh,
glasses.
yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. So then I
Yeah,
watched
if it's,
it at home, and I'm
blurry,
like,
it's cool.
I-
that was
honestly-
terrible.
I'm so tired of hearing complaints about CGI. The only movies that had bad CGI were Shark Boy and Lava Girl
The Star
Oh,
Wars
God.
and the
prequels.
Star Wars prequels. I am
and
tired of this.
Sharknado.
And Sharknado, yes.
But that
and
was
Fla-
supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's, I think it's supposed to be like that.
And every other movie that was made to be bad like that.
Tara
Well,
Reid
then
gets
with
her
a-
arm
with a-
replaced with a chainsaw. What,
That was
or was it a
That was in
handsaw?
3.
That was the third one. We watched that at Sci-Fi Club.
We
like
that
did.
was the
years
second
ago.
one.
Yeah,
That
a
was
few
the
years
second
ago.
one.
What I liked best about Ultron was Captain America's fight with Ultron on top of the bus. That
Yes.
was
Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
It was so cool to see him hold his own.
Yeah, right.
Against like
Even
Ultron,
after Hawkeye
who
says he's
in
gonna
the
get
comics
butt kicked.
just kills off the most of the Avengers.
Let me ask
All
a
of the
question now.
events.
And there are full spoilers for all these, right? So we can just
Yeah,
go
full
in.
spoilers. If you didn't see these movies,
your
yet,
fault.
It's your fault.
It's been
No,
like
look,
3 years.
Read our crawl.
Let me
It's been 1 year.
let me ask a question to some of you guys,
Wow.
all of you guys. Do you think there are too many Avengers movies?
There's 2.
There's 2.
No, but do you think we're getting this overdone?
No, I don't think.
You don't
Once
think
it
we're
reaches
overdone?
Infinity War,
Because
like,
we have Ultron.
yeah,
Coming from the person
No,
who
don't.
not Hank Pym.
currently seven Star Wars movies.
Okay.
8.
You want to
8.
start
8
this
Star Wars
battle?
movies.
All right,
And there's
Oh,
7
with Rogue
more in
One.
the works.
7
6
more in the
Oh,
works.
I would love to talk about Rogue
Two
One.
TV
but-
shows. It's ridiculous.
I mean, what's wrong with the TV shows?
There's
They're
2.
30-minute shows.
Oh, the cartoons.
You know, I heard the ratings.
I don't have a problem. I didn't say they were bad. I just said that there's a lot of them.
There is.
And
You know-
having 2 Avengers movies is not a bad thing at all, and having a few more wouldn't
There's
be bad.
5 hours
No.
of footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll tell you. I go back to this thing now. When you say Star Wars,
Oh,
they have
great.
to close up the whole. There are so many now that Legends is no longer canon. There are so many holes to clear up or fill.
They're
in
not
or
going to be
whatever.
filled. I'm just saying
That's-
that right now.
Okay,
That's
well,
just every
Star Wars
If you
franchise.
sounds
create, if you create a universe that huge, there's going to be holes. You can only stretch something so thin before it just falls apart.
Yeah, especially when there's practically an infinite different amount of planets, people, conja clubs, you know.
Yeah.
So that's a concept.
Tell that to
Yeah,
Conja
but that's why
Club.
they mean like Jakku, like Tatooine. So people, well, I mean people.
No,
get
there's only
confused.
one
Yeah.
sun.
But this time there's 3
Oh my
suns.
god!
Matt, what do you got? Demo. What's your top 3?
All right, so
Don't start with 1.
I'm starting with 3.
All right.
Oh boy. All right.
Am I the only one with an honorable mention?
No, I have an honorable.
I
mention.
I have an
Me too.
honorable mention. I'll do the honorable
I
mention.
told you
after-
VSAP has to be different.
Of course.
I'm gonna do my honorable mention after the list.
All right,
No,
Demo.
you do it. You do
No.
it. You do it. You do it before,
before
one.
number 1.
You're taking away the glory of number 1.
Yeah, you do 3, 2
You
honorable
don't
mention.
get to talk.
You do
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
I'll
because I
do
can't
3,
talk
2
about
honorable
Rogue One
mention.
now because
You know
of
what?
you.
right.
You do you, man.
So
You do you.
3, I'm gonna give it to
didn't
Captain
promise that.
America: Winter Soldier. I
That's
Okay.
okay. I'm the only
Good
one in the
film.
I'm the
It's
only
a
one in the
good
world who
movie.
doesn't like the movie.
It's a
Good
good
film.
movie.
I
Alright.
love that movie.
Yeah, no, it's
Decent.
just,
Chris Evans as Captain America is amazing.
You mean Captain America: The Bourne Identity? 'Cause it's a Bourne movie. It's a Bourne movie. The
I've
first scene
never
is a Captain
seen
America
any
movie.
of the Bourne
rest
movies,
is a Bourne
so,
movie.
I
But go ahead.
I couldn't.
The-
I respect it.
the fight scenes are amazing. The,
The boat.
choreography is great.
The boat scene at the beginning is
Special guest
unbelievable.
Batroc the Leaper. I mean, come on.
I like the
That's
leap.
pretty cool.
He should have been more leapy though.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if they could have made him French, more French.
Yeah, more French. That's what I meant.
He twiddling a large mustache right before his showdown. He eats a baguette. My baguettes give me power.
But yeah, I'm the only one on Earth who doesn't like that movie. But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
okay. Not that I dislike it. I just think there should be way more Captain America in it.
Definitely.
But
Number 2.
Yeah. All right. Number 2, I'm gonna have to go with probably Batman Begins. I enjoy a good origin story.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Liam
Lion.
Neeson's amazing.
He plays the same character in every single movie. It's
Yeah.
great.
Except in this one, he wasn't looking for his daughter.
Hey,
Right.
his daughter comes back in the 3rd one.
Oh yeah, she does.
Yeah, I like that movie. What's your number 1? Or is now your honorable mention?
My honorable mention is gonna be Thor.
The first one?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I liked it.
Bring me a horse. I like that one. You don't remember that scene?
no, it's a-
And my number 1's gonna be Avengers. just because
The Avengers?
The
The
Avengers.
first Avenger.
Joss Whedon's.
all around just an amazing movie.
So good.
Yeah.
I have
Loki
issues
was
with
great.
it.
Yeah.
I have issues with the first Avengers.
What's your issues?
It suffers from the same problem that like Deadpool does, which it takes.
I don't think Deadpool suffers from many
it
problems.
takes
There are no
too long for them.
Deadpool would have killed you by now.
It takes them too long to get to be the Avengers. You know, like it's like 2 hours in, and you're like,
They're still fighting.
all right, where's the Avengers?
Yes.
Titanic. You're
It's a
just waiting for it to
satisfying
sink.
conclusion, though. Like, when they
Oh.
are the Avengers.
When they're
it's
in the
like,
city, it's
awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like
When Hulk
Clench
just
up like
punches
a
a,
loss.
a ship
Yeah.
and it stops.
I want more Hulk action.
You want
Hulk
more
wanted
action?
more Hulk action.
Every time there's
He
a
got
Hulk,
it
it's like $1
in
billion
two.
to
I
make.
need him to wield the
Every time there's
skyscraper
Hulk
like a
action.
sword.
5
That would be
seconds of
awesome.
Hulk.
My turn.
Your turn.
Okay, so for number 3, I think I'm gonna have to go with Spider-Man 3. That's a guilty pleasure of mine. People say it's the worst. My opinion, Spider-Man 2 is the worst because I just forget it so much. Like, okay, maybe that is stupid, but
I agree with you with Spider-Man 3. It's
don't
not
think
in
it's
my
that
top
bad.
3, but it's not nearly as bad as people say it is.
yeah, and besides, in 2, it had the whole struggle of, I'm losing my powers. What does this mean? What would Uncle Ben want me to do? Probably something about responsibility.
If you take out the dancing scene that Matt DiMartino just did, thank
Expertly,
you for
by
that,
the way.
man. If you take out the dancing scene and you recast Venom, the kid who played Venom at
Yeah.
the end,
Grace, Gopherface.
Gopherface, whatever
Go
his
for
name
face.
is, you got a very good movie.
Yeah, probably.
Very good movie.
Okay, number 2.
I don't think that movie's that bad.
I would go, like I said, Age of Ultron, because I think it was on par with the first Avengers. And if I'm speaking honestly, I like Ultron's Faceless Army more than I liked Loki's Faceless Army. Because at least Ultron's Faceless Army makes sense. It's
And he could
robots,
go
and he
into
wants
all
to
them.
replace the world
That
with
was kinda
robots.
cool.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, he had
That's
that
good.
power before. He was self-regenerative before, so they
Yeah,
had
but
to,
I thought it was cool, like when he like talked to one Avenger and then go away and he talked to another. I thought that was kind of
Yeah,
cool.
no, that's
Yeah.
cool.
A nice touch.
Honorable mention, Iron Man 2, because I love Iron Man, the first one.
Really
2
being
improved
controversial.
on its CGI. I've never seen the third one,
Was
and I
2 the
don't
one with
want to
Whiplash?
see...
This was Whiplash?
Yeah, that's Whiplash.
You haven't
want
seen
my
the
bird.
third one.
No, because I've heard it's horrible.
I want my bird.
Give me the bird. We'd love to, really, but the Fox censors just wouldn't allow it.
What's a Mickey Rourke with a bad
Yeah.
Russian accent?
Yeah.
But number 1, obviously, Deadpool. Just because it's so great. Like, I was laughing from beginning to end, except for when he got tortured, because that was messed up. But
Yeah, if you're laughing during that scene, you're sick.
Yeah,
You know?
no. He's the perfect
I'm
criminal.
sorry, guys. All right, so mine. I'm going to begin with my honorable mention. Iron Man 3.
Fair.
Oh.
I find it to be a good movie, just all around, just the
you don't,
best
you,
of.
you don't mind the Mandarin being ruined?
Ruined? That's strong.
It's not
No,
a
he
movie.
was ruined.
He was ruined.
It's not a movie
I mean,
franchise if
it
something
was
isn't
either
ruined.
this
That's
or,
true.
At least he's not like an Asian stereotype.
I would have rather have had an Asian stereotype.
Oh
than,
no, I would.
than
a fake
kids
wielding the
Mandarin.
10
watching
rings,
soccer.
Like Donnie Yen in the Rogue One trailer was going
magic
to break
or
down.
technology or whatever he
Is
did.
it possible to go 10 minutes without you bringing up Star Wars?
I don't think it is.
No, it's not that. I'm just angry I couldn't
Like,
go
I
over
love
Rogue
Star
One.
Wars.
We have
You're
time
insane.
for. We might have
do
time
have
for.
time. I'm
I
glad
think
that's
he'd
it out.
implode.
No, my number 3 is The Avengers. I just think it's overall a better movie than Ultron, and just having Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, it's just,
On screen.
yeah, on screen, it's just fantastic. Number 2, Deadpool. Once again, I was laughing from beginning to end. He's amazing. He's savage. And it's just, it's a great movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other movie that I know of where I've laughed that much, and at every point in the movie. Some movies, I'll laugh at, like, a specific point, maybe the midpoint, maybe the end, but Deadpool, I was laughing the entire time.
It's a
And-
different take, which I like. It's a
Yeah.
different take on the whole superhero thing.
And here we go, number 1. Ant-Man.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Ant-Man.
Not to scale, but I totally agree with you, man.
Ant-Man. Now, I like science. I like physics. I like real things. However, the physics
I
in
hope Mr. Levy
Ant-Man
listens to this.
Makes no sense
Yeah.
at all.
makes no sense at all. He should have created a singularity. The tank should have
Wait a
took
tank.
that, yeah,
Wait a
weighed
tank.
like a tank
Because-
does, and took that poor man into the ground, quite literally.
They're just increasing the density while
For
decreasing
those
the
of
volume.
the listeners that don't know Ant-Man's spiel, why don't you just explain the whole tank?
Okay, so
In less than 25 minutes, please.
That was
come on.
I'm gonna mute
that
your
was the
mic,
burn
Sab.
button, not the savage button.
so in the whole thing with the tank is there's a guy, he's got a keychain with a tank on it.
No, not that. The whole
No.
why is it like the whole shrinking?
Oh,
deal.
why is it bad? Oh, okay. So basically, the lore is when they increase the tank's volume, the actual size of it, they're arguing that the density is proportional. So the actual weight of the tank, let's assume the tank weighs about as much as an M1 Abrams, so about 60 tons.
Okay.
That tank is going to be 60 tons when it's at its full size, but when it's at its keychain size, it's not. However, it was stated in the movie that when the objects change size, when Ant-Man changes size,
The mass.
the
is-
density doesn't change.
Well, I mean, maybe that's
No.
one of the functions of the
No,
suit.
They say that the density does.
Oh,
They
right,
say
yeah,
that
right.
The way that
No,
they do
you're
it
right.
is by changing the distance.
Right,
between
changing the
atoms,
distance between the atoms. And
which is completely.
I don't even
right,
know
which
what it
doesn't make
means.
sense because number one, that would just forge new elements and just change
No, not
everything. It would just
elements.
change everything.
Not elements. Continue.
It just doesn't make sense because the tank would then weigh as much as it should
As a tank.
as a tank
on a keychain.
being a
It just-
keychain, right?
However, back to why I like the
And
movie.
Michael Douglas doesn't seem that strong.
No.
Back to why I like the movie.
He's mentally strong.
Hey, he punched that guy in the face in the beginning.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Yeah,
good.
no, that was cool.
At the beginning when he was like
It was
young, when he
CGI
was young,
Michael
Pim?
Douglas.
When he was young, Michael Douglas.
Oh, okay.
That was the best face-changing CGI, by the way.
I thought they just dubbed his voice over like another
Au
person.
contrary, I have, but I won't say it.
So I like the scene with Falcon. I thought that was
Falcon
fantastic.
scene was
Yeah, that was
I thought that
great.
was fantastic, and I developed a bond with the ants. I'm going to leave
With
it at that.
Anthony.
With
Anthony.
Anthony,
When
yes.
Anthony died, I
Specifically
almost shed a
Ant-
tear.
Actually, yeah, same.
Oh.
That is the most
Anthony.
attached.
The wing just.
That was the
floating
most
down.
attached I had gotten with a movie character in a long time, and that sold.
With an ant.
Good job,
That's
Anthony.
yeah, that sold the movie for me.
It's like a big dog with wings. It was adorable.
Yeah, and Anthony, the name, amazing, perfect.
So my top three. So I'm going to start off with my honorable mention. My honorable mention is Ant-Man. Now I wanted Ant-Man higher, but I couldn't justify putting them above my top three.
Your hero.
I went into Ant-Man thinking it was going to be the worst movie ever.
That's what everyone thought.
I thought Paul Rudd was going to be terrible. I'm like, he's not a superhero. I don't want to see him. I don't feel like hearing his jokes. I thought they did an amazing job with Ant-Man. All his jokes were perfectly placed, perfectly timed. His buddies were great.
Oh, the hacker dude.
The hacker dude was
Russian
awesome.
dude, yeah.
The girl who's gonna play Wasp was great. I thought she was a little too angry for most of the movie.
Yeah, no.
she should have understood the deal a little bit more. Like
She's like, but I want to be in the suit.
yeah, she was like a spoiled.
Not me.
They sound like a spoiled little BSAP. But yeah, I
Good
really
comparison.
liked it. Number 3 for me is Captain America: The First Avenger.
Okay.
All right,
I
all right.
absolutely
Like that movie.
love that movie. I keep that movie on all the time when it's on TV. I love seeing the transition from Steve Rogers, the puny little wimp, to Captain America. I loved Agent Carter in that movie. She was great.
I'm still waiting for that transformation to happen to Mace.
Oh, is it? Are you still waiting? You're gonna be waiting a while.
Yeah.
The Red Skull. He was probably out of the movies villains, Marvel movie villains. He was probably the best one for me. I don't know about you guys.
I like
liked him.
Kingpin.
Out of the movies.
Oh,
Out of the
movies.
movies. I think overall Purple Man was the best for me. I like Purple Man and Jessica Jones. Kilgrave.
Killjoy.
Killjoy. That's BSAP. But I think out of the I liked him better than Ultron. I liked him better than Loki. I'm getting a little tired of Loki.
He's not even like a villain. He's more of an anti-hero.
Yeah, I mean he's ruling Asgard
You're done.
now.
No, you're finished, BSAP. We're actually that's it.
He was better
Podcast
than all
over.
the Iron Man villains. I mean, I didn't like any of the Iron Man villains.
I liked Obadiah Stane.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
When he was Ironmonger.
I'll get to that.
My number was that my number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
No, that was my number 3.
That was number
Okay.
3.
Number 3. Number 2 was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, I forgot that one.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Oh,
love
should've put that
Guardians.
Yeah, I have not seen that movie.
Was that the
haven't
one-
seen that
Haven't
movie?
seen
I
it.
haven't.
It was amazing.
Oh,
Don't
BSAP.
yell at me. Don't
I'm
get
not
mad.
yelling.
No one.
No one's
you're
yelling.
getting a little flustered.
He was like,
it's so good,
Galaxy
man.
movie without Star Wars.
Oh, if you like Star Wars, you'll love Guardians.
It was based off Star Wars.
Okay.
You know what else is based off of Star Wars?
Wait a minute.
Spaceballs.
It is.
I think you'd really like
The
that
movie.
movie too.
The plot of the movie is the same as Star Wars.
Okay.
It's a boy leaves his home planet.
Okay.
Okay, there's I guess you could call it a princess. Gamora is the closest thing you can get to a princess. There's a wisecracking guy who drives a ship with a big dude.
And
A
who's
fur- yeah.
unintelligible.
Right.
Yeah, who doesn't speak English. There you go.
See? You'll love it.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
My number one is the first Spider-Man. Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire, Green Goblin, William Dafoe.
Oh my
I like
God,
that one.
I mean,
William
that was
Dafoe
like-
was the
That's
Green
a
Goblin.
throwback.
As
Why
kids,
didn't
that's
throw
our
back,
first
but if you
introduction
see
to
the-
Marvel movies. I mean, it
Yeah.
sort of caused
was
the
a
domino
sense-
effect.
that is-
Oh, yeah,
What
absolutely.
year did that movie come out?
2002,
I
I want to
remember
say.
seeing-
I remember
I
seeing that
vaguely
movie
remember
by
seeing it.
myself.
That's why I
Not-
see all
it
my
wasn't. It
movies.
wasn't my choice, but I was in college and I was playing baseball in college, and we had a trip. We were leaving at 5:00, and I was done with class, so I went by myself at like 1:00 to see that movie. It was like May 2nd or something like that. I'll never
I think
forget
it's May
that.
3rd.
It was May 3rd.
I'm not sure.
Thanks, Peg. No.
How do you know that?
I don't know. Dates. I'm good with dates.
No, that-
Or are you?
Don't make fun of me. How do you know a date from 2002?
What were you, one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's Rain Man.
Rain Man.
that's there's only like 17 people in the world who could like you say a date and a year,
And we're with one of them?
possibly.
Wow. My birthday was August 19th, 1982. What day of the week was it?
Oh, I'm not good with that. I'm only
Thursday,
Good with,
wrong.
I'm only good with
I
Fridays.
was gonna say Tuesday.
I'm only good with Fridays, but that's when the movies come out.
Right.
Okay, wait a minute. I have a date.
Yeah, it was May 3rd.
20th,
It was May 3rd?
1993.
Wow.
I wasn't born.
Way to prove me wrong on the air.
So
I wasn't either.
that was Big Bro's birthday. That's not important though.
When's Big Bro's birthday?
July 20th.
Oh, wow. Let me put it on the calendar.
Yep. We'll do it right now.
So is that everyone's top three?
That's everyone's top three. I think that one
I didn't
will.
go.
Wow.
Oh, you didn't go. Pegno didn't go.
Poor Pegno.
I didn't go.
Abandoning
All
a
right.
freshman.
My honorable mention was Guardians of the Galaxy. You know,
You don't
same
even-
reasons. It's good. Soundtrack is killer.
Soundtrack
Yes,
is so
best
killer.
soundtrack in any of the Marvel movies.
I think best soundtrack in any movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
easy there, easy. You
Oh,
cannot.
you and
Oh
your-
no! I have to.
your
I'm gonna
orchestral
side.
Star Wars
No.
movies?
I'm gonna
Yes.
side with B-Sabs. John Williams.
John
is a
Williams
genius.
is
No,
like
no, there's a difference between
God
soundtrack and
conducting.
score.
It doesn't matter.
It matters.
It does
Because they
matter.
had a score and a
does.
soundtrack.
Okay.
Soundtrack has like songs
I
with
can
words
play you
in them.
about 7
Okay.
Yeah, like The
Force
Martian has a
Awakens.
soundtrack.
Yo, The
Yeah.
Martian was a stupid movie.
I
That
like
made
it.
no logical
I mean,
sense.
I watched it on a bus, so maybe
I
I'm
watched it
partial
on a
here, but it was
plane.
okay.
It's pretty. It doesn't make any. That's not what we're talking about right now.
All
Go on.
right, my number 3 goes to Iron Man, the original, 2008.
Oh, okay.
John
It's
The one that
Favreau.
started it off, right?
I saw that movie in the theaters with my mom. So got
Not
a
by
little
yourself?
Sentimental, not by myself.
Nah, you would have been a little young to
I
be
took
by
my
yourself.
mom to the movies,
You know, in Iron
and she
Man.
just falls asleep. Every time, it's she needs to get like a solid 9 hours of sleep ahead.
This
of
is
time.
Beast's Mama Sap appearance number 2.
Yes.
Hey, look, this-
whatever. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
well.
Just letting everybody know that. What was that was your 3?
Yeah, it was my 3. Number 2 goes to The Winter Soldier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Boo.
I like
But
that
no,
movie.
that's okay.
I
Everyone
think
likes
it's
that
better
movie.
for the
Everyone but you, Mr.
Yeah, everyone but me.
I think that was the first time we saw a darker side of Cap. There's, you know,
I agree.
The first Avenger is a little goofy.
I like the tactical edge they put on
Yeah,
Cap.
that was cool.
That was great.
And he's like, yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then number 1 goes to Spider-Man 2.
Nice. High five.
I love that
Yes.
movie. I could watch that movie every single day. Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, never gets old. I like the power struggle. You know, I like the Spider-Man No More storyline.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a deleted scene with J.K. Simmons putting on the suit, which is pretty good.
The only thing I would change about those two Spider-Man movies, the one I mentioned and you mentioned, I don't want his mask coming off. He's taking his mask
No.
off all the time. At the
Or
end,
burned
I
off.
don't like that
yeah,
either.
but stop with that.
I don't like that.
It's in
leave
the
Peter
contract.
Parker's. Why?
Haven't you noticed in every movie they do that? That's why now Iron Man's mask comes all the way back, because he needs a certain amount of face time.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're doing that. That's what's
Yeah.
happening with
And every
Deadshot.
time-
Will
haven't
Smith.
you
But they never.
noticed?
Okay, here we go.
In every
No,
fight,
they-
Captain America's
No,
helmet
no,
falls
wait.
off.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's identity is secret. Like, everyone knows Tony Stark is Iron Man.
They never-
Everyone knows Steve Rogers is Captain America.
Yeah, that's interesting, because he's going to be the one character in the MCU that's not going to be like, oh, public.
Yeah, like, no one knows Spider-Man. Like, the superheroes don't know who Spider-Man. Like, there's like a handful that he tells.
Yeah, Iron Man knows, and probably Nick Fury. That's probably
And
it.
what's the Black Cat?
Black
Well, I mean,
Panther.
if they're gonna
No,
put
the
him,
girl.
Oh, Black Cat.
Black
You
Cat.
mean in the comic books?
Yeah, in the comics.
Yeah,
Selena Kyle.
Aunt
no,
May
wait,
doesn't even know.
That's Catwoman.
Got our cats mixed up.
It's-
All right, that was good. We want to hear your
Felicia Hardy. That was
yes, yeah.
Felicia
Black
Hardy.
Cat.
Okay. We want to hear your top threes. You can tell us your top threes.
We have a Twitter.
And
at our Twitter account.
You can leave out the honorable mention. It's
Our
okay.
Twitter account is at XSquadPod on Twitter. Our email address is xsquadpod@gmail.com.
And
I
the
think, right? I
website.
got
You
that
can
right?
check out the website.
Ken, would you want to say what it is?
Weebly.com.
www.xsquadron.weebly.com.
There it
We
is.
can't afford a
There it is.
regular.com. We're a low budget podcast. We have to go with the weekly.
All in favor of kicking BSAP off.
We're fine.
Hey, how many times have we laughed because of my stupid?
Yeah.
Where's
my
the
true.
podcast going?
The podcast is going to be posted on YouTube
YouTube?
as well as the
right.
website,
So,
www.xsquadron.weebly.com. In the link below, you can click to our
Shouldn't they know the
our
YouTube
website.
account name?
I don't
too?
have a YouTube account yet.
If they're
I'll
listening to
probably
the
just put it in
podcast,
mine.
why do they
I
need
could
to know
probably
the
make it in
account
5
name?
Do you have a
minutes.
YouTube account?
Wait,
So do I.
Everyone does. You
I
have
have
a
a
Gmail.
YouTube account.
That's right.
Right.
They're
Yes.
listening to the podcast.
Okay.
Why do they need to know where
Right,
to find
David?
the podcast?
David's listening. David, you know
David
David's
is listening
listening.
right now, BSAP.
All right.
They already found it.
All right, so we're going to wrap up with
Anyway.
things that we call special segments. And each one of us is going to talk about something. Well, most of us are going to talk about something that really interests us. So you can imagine that BSAP is going to talk about Star Wars. So the first special segment we have is, what do you guys call it?
Updates from a galaxy far, far away.
Updates from a galaxy far, far away.
All
We're doing
right.
that for weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're going to keep it,
That's a gold mine.
Brief.
Yeah,
Gold
we'll
mine.
keep it brief. Okay.
keep it brief.
Fantastic. All right, so this is for John and I. Updates from a galaxy far, far away.
Good.
Yeah, good. So we want to talk about the Han Solo anthology movie, and right now all we know is that it's rumored to be. Oh God, help me, Alan Einrich. Yes, spot on.
I think
John.
I had it.
Spot on.
Wait.
It doesn't have Harrison Ford. It's not a good movie. I'm sorry.
No, this is a very stupid movie. I don't understand. This is Disney's evil way of manipulating fans like me to go to the movies.
No, I'm
and
still
see this
waiting-
movie
no,
and
I'm
You're very easily manipulated. Ex
Hey,
Apple.
okay.
Yep.
You know what?
Apple.
That's for
Apple.
again. This is for another time. We don't have much time here.
No, we don't.
So it's stupid. That's all I had to say. We know what Han Solo's about.
Yeah.
He's a smuggler. He doesn't really care about anyone or anything except Leia, maybe, and maybe his son,
Chewbacca.
or Chewbacca.
Yeah, he probably cares about Chewie more than anyone else.
I mean, he let himself get stabbed by his own son, so
Yeah, but his son's also like an emo freak.
yeah.
So
I'm just saying, he noticeably stepped up to him. He knew he was evil.
People said he might have turned on the lightsaber himself. Like, he did it so his son didn't have to do it. I don't know. It's interesting.
That'd be cool.
I know what these stupid. Okay, that's another
That'd be kind of
conversation for
cool.
another time.
Well, this is their special segment, so we
Yeah.
gotta, we should just sit back and
Back
listen
off.
to them.
So
All right,
this
sorry.
movie is pretty much going to talk about, I think, two things. This would be the two main plot points: how Han found Chewie, and the Kessel Run made in 12 parsecs
Under.
instead of
13.
12. No, that's really all it's going to be. And maybe they'll avoid some Kanja clubs on the way.
I don't know how a Star Wars fan can think this is going to be bad.
I don't think
It's-
how a Star Wars fan could think this
Warren's
is good.
Captain.
We-
It's the
For me, it
it's the
just
biggest
doesn't have
scoundrel in
Harrison
the
Solo, though.
galaxy.
This is-
and you want to see like what he did
Harrison Solo.
when he was
You've
solo.
ever called him
Yeah,
Harrison
but
Solo?
this is going to be Larry
No, I call him Han
Kasdan's
Solo.
last.
Nah, it's Harrison Solo.
Think he's
Or
going to
Indiana
write for
Jones.
Star Wars before he
Indiana Jones.
retires, and we're wasting it on Han Solo.
This is what he
And this-
wanted to do.
Yeah, but this is a dumb concept. Just like the
You
Boba
are going to
Fett
go
movie.
and you're going to love it.
Of course I will.
You're going to love it.
This is what's going to happen.
course I will.
But I'm
Why
just saying
are
for
you
right now, when there's nothing really happening.
Disney's going to tell you to love it, and you're going to love it.
Yeah, all the characters are going to start dancing and singing. It's going to be great.
The cantina.
Yeah.
Think of this. What is think of moving on to another year. It's
gonna be great CGI.
What is the oh god? What is the purpose of a Boba Fett movie? I
Because
do
people
not
love
care
Boba
about
Fett.
bounty hunters.
He got
so
5
many-
lines
Yes.
so many
in the
people love
trilogy
He does
Boba Fett.
more
before he
in the
died.
Clone Wars as a 10-year-old kid than he does in the movies. He destroys.
Dad,
He
fire!
he blows up a Star Destroyer, not Star Destroyer. Excuse me, Republican cruiser, by himself.
Really?
Yes.
I just don't think this is a good move. This is a waste of a Star Wars movie. You're getting everyone excited Rogue One is probably of all of them going to be the greatest one, and I could have broke that down, but
You're gonna see the trailer and you're gonna go nuts.
Yeah.
the Han Solo movie. Yeah, because it's gonna be it's gonna have Harrison Ford from like '77
Yeah.
saying some line that we're like, oh my god,
And then
like the Kessel Run.
he's gonna be like,
he'd be like,
You're gonna look at it. You're gonna be like, boy.
I'm kind of hoping it was gonna be like Ocean's 11, but with like him versus Lando sort of thing.
yeah, we might even see.
space
Yeah,
poker.
we'll see Lando.
Ocean's 11.
No.
The only thing we might see is how he got the Falcon, because if you remember, this
Yeah,
is
the
like-
I like
match.
that.
Yeah,
That would be good.
That would be
good.
cool. So,
That would
okay,
be
so
good.
let's go over 3 plot points: how we got the Falcon, how we met Chewie, and how we made the Kessel Run in under 12 parsecs.
Which is distance, not time.
yeah, so that's
like,
another thing to explain for another time.
Very good.
Shortcut.
How about we do bit by bit?
All right. So this is my segment. I'm going to be talking about sci-fi characters and video games because I love to do that. So let's talk about Pool, aka Deadpool. Now, 10 years before the Deadpool movie came out, 2005 was actually when Deadpool first made his appearance in something other than a comic book. That was a game for the PS2 called X-Men 2 Rise of Apocalypse, which did Apocalypse way better than this upcoming X-Men Apocalypse
You don't
is
know
going
that.
to.
I think Oscar Isaac's got the chops.
Yeah,
I don't know that
Poe
for
Dameron
sure.
himself has got it.
What does that mean?
Okay. All right. Fine.
Podcast.
After that, next year, 2006, they came out with Marvel's Ultimate Alliance, which was the Avengers before there was an Avengers. You had the Fantastic Four, Black Panther, Ghost Rider, Deadpool, just a ton of superheroes together in one game, which was awesome. And Deadpool was in it, so you know it had to be good. Then he came back in 2 with a much more prominent fourth wall breaking sort of personality, and that was much more fun. Then he made a surprising appearance again in Shattered Dimensions, which was a Spider-Man game released in 2010. And I was shocked to find him there, but then as the years went on, I realized that Spider-Man and Deadpool have interacted in comic books several times, like when they worked together to take down Hitmonkey, who for
What?
those of you who don't know, that's a hitman and a monkey. He wears a suit and he fires guns with his feet. I'm not even kidding.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, no, seriously, it was great. It was a little moral dilemma between them, so that was awesome. But yeah, he was a Spider-Man villain, and he was fighting against the Ultimate Spider-Man. So the Spider-Man who had like the black suit.
Oh my god, Hitmonkey is real.
I wouldn't lie about something
Oh
like
my.
this.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, we're looking at pictures. It's amazing.
It's like a baboon.
No, he's not a baboon. He's like one of those
meat.
things from the Himalayan mountains where like they have the hot springs.
He's got great hair.
Yeah, no, great
Well,
hair.
I guess we can call him Bicep.
He has his own series.
Nice try, BSAP.
Well, I'm a monkey.
Two more. Marvel vs. Capcom 3, The Fate of Two Worlds, was in 2011, and he was in there. He was shown to be a foil to Dante from Devil May Cry, and that was pretty cool. And again, fourth wall breaking, where he would have super moves, where he would hit you with his own health
Yeah,
bar.
That's a good game.
Yeah, no, it's a very good game if you like fighting games.
Yeah.
I like fighting games, but I find they get
And
boring.
then Deadpool
after,
had his
like-
own game, right?
Yeah, Deadpool had his own game 2 years later in 2013, made by someone called High Moon Studios. I don't really know them.
What system was this on?
This was for Xbox 360 and PS3, and
Oh, wow.
then just recently it got re-updated
Remastered.
for PS4 and Xbox One.
I have it. if
So
anyone
many
wants to borrow it.
times did he break the fourth wall?
Oh,
in
no,
that
it's-
movie,
it's his
in
thing.
That, in that game. Yeah. Oh,
The
definitely.
game is pretty good. Like, it's an action beat 'em up sort of thing, so it can get boring after a while if you're just talking about action. But he's funny, and there's cameos from some of the X-Men, including
Cable,
Wolverine, Psylocke. There's
Mr. Sinister.
There's Mr. Sinister as the main villain, who his final battle is absolutely awful.
Yeah, it was terrible.
No, thank you. Seriously. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, the rest of the game's good though.
No, the rest of the game is pretty good. You get
They had the
good-
Ocarina of Time thing.
Did they?
Yeah, when you go in the room and you like look for the chest and you go.
Oh, the
"No, no, 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 no."
chests. Yeah, okay. You said Ocarina of Time, and I think Time Travel Song.
Oh no.
Yeah. They did make a reference to The Legend of Zelda, the first one, where like the game was running out of budget. Yes, it knows it's a game. It's self-referential.
Yeah, he like calls High Moon Studios in the game and he's like, I want more money.
Yeah, it's because they changed it down to 8-bit graphics. But yeah, no, good game. Deadpool's had a pretty good career as far as TV, video games go.
See, I feel the opposite. I
The
feel
video game, actually, this is like my first introduction to him. Like before I bought Deadpool comic books, I played these games, and then that's how I got to know Deadpool.
Right, but like before the Deadpool movie, I don't think a lot of people were like as familiar with him.
Gushing,
Like,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
weren't like all.
it would be years before I read the issue where Deadpool has to kill all of the presidents because they come back as zombies.
Oh, I've been wanting to read that one.
We know
That's
if Trump wins,
amazing.
he's gonna come back as a zombie.
He's going to be dead within a month.
You like
just-
Trump, right?
Yeah,
He's
BSAP, we're leaving politics out of this.
No,
No
well, you know, wait,
politics.
Mr. Ice, if I like Trump, the answer is a resounding no.
All right. Well, this has been Bit by Bit with Leland
Right.
Corsi. Tune in next time where I do a section on Batman before Arkham.
Nice. The next segment is called The Pull List, and that's with myself and Mr. Pegno. Pegno, what you reading?
I read Batman 51 the other week. I've been in and out of.
Oh, this is about comic books, by the way.
Yeah, it's comic books. I've been in and out of the series with Capullo and Snyder. It lost me at bits and pieces, but this issue was phenomenal. It's a love letter to Gotham, if anything. It's a simple plot. It's pretty much just taking you through a life, like the life of one night in the life of Batman.
The last issue was awesome.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I like the beginning series, Court of
And
the
nothing
Owls.
happened.
Yeah, nothing happens
In that last one, but
It's excellent. It's excellent. Give it a read. It's my suggestion.
it's 51 issues in, though.
You don't have to read any of the other issues.
Oh, no?
You do not.
Just read the last one?
Just read the last one.
That's what I did.
And
I
if you feel like you like the style and you like the writing, go back. They got some good pieces. If you want to read one, read the first one, Court of the Owls, which is pretty good. Death in the Family's iffy, but and Mr. Bloom is okay. The Jim Gordon parts as Batman were pretty good. Spoilers, I guess.
I just bought my first graphic novel. It's The Killing Joke,
I've heard a lot about
which is
that one.
going to come out on Blu-ray and DVD August
Mr.
2nd.
I,
That's going to be
you
awesome.
are going to fall in love with
It's
that.
good, right?
That is
Yeah, but you haven't read
Absolutely
much
phenomenal.
DC.
I don't
right?
read DC. This is
This
I'm
is the
waiting
one.
for the rebirth.
This is the one.
Yeah, that's the one, huh? What I'm reading is I'm reading a crossover story between all the Spider Women,
Oh,
and I absolutely love it. It's Spider Gwen, Gwen Stacy from Earth 65.
Yeah.
It's Cindy Moon, who is Silk,
Oh, I love Silk.
and Jessica Drew, who is Spider Woman, who I
nice
am
material.
absolutely in love with. I love Spider Woman. She's in her 30s. She just had a baby. I can totally relate to
Yeah,
everything.
she was pregnant in the first
yeah,
issue,
she was,
right?
Yeah, she was pregnant in the first 4 issues of Spider Woman. And this crossover actually crosses over all 3 of the comic book series. So, like, this is
I
the
love
5th.
the original Spider-Gwen.
Oh, yeah, she's
Have you read
great.
that?
I haven't read too much of it.
It's
but
pretty good. Because Peter Parker's in it, and he becomes a lizard. It's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. It's pretty interesting because it goes over into the different books. So, like, you have to get Spider-Woman number 1, and then Spider-Gwen number 7, and then Silk number 8 to get all the story straight.
That bothers me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's such a hassle.
I have Spider Woman on my actual pull list at the comic book store, so I get those all the time. I have to go searching for Silk, and I have to go searching for Spider Gwen. But it basically deals with them going back and forth between Earth 65. Spider Gwen
Oh,
has
so there's some dimensional stuff.
yeah, Spider Gwen has a dimensional watch that she's allowed to go back and forth between our Earth and Earth 616 and Earth 65. And
So they got rid of all
she
those.
basically loses the watch. So now they're all stuck in
Oh,
Earth 65. That's where we're at right
That's
now.
not a fun Earth to live in.
No, but it's really interesting, and the drawing's great. The way they interact with one another is great. They give you a good backstory, and yeah, if you get a chance, pick that up. It's Spider-Woman crossover. We are gonna officially wrap up with our favorite. We're gonna do this every week, and we call it the Suggestions. And this is this part of the show where we tell our listeners, go check this thing out. You're going to like it. Give it a shot. You might like it. You might love it. We want to hear your suggestions, too. So, again, get us at our Twitter at X-Squad on Twitter. And tell us what maybe you want us to talk about or what you want us to read or give a chance. So what do you got for me, Pagano?
I have, as a huge Star Wars fan myself, a book called Ultimate Star Wars by the author's name is Ryder Wyndham. It's $25
Molto
on
interessante.
Ryder Windu?
Ryder.
See what you did there.
Excellent, Mr. I.
Yeah.
$25 on Barnes & Noble. I know that for a fact. It's probably around the same price on Amazon, maybe a little more. I don't know, but it's a fantastic book. If you like everything. It basically explains everything in Star Wars they don't explain in the movies. It's official canon said by George Lucas himself. The foreword is by Anthony Daniels, the guy who's played C-3PO. It's fantastic. They go into everything from covering the exact dimensions of those fish monster creatures in Episode 1 to the official ranking tiers of the clone army. It's
that's pretty cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's sick. Once again, Ultimate Star Wars by Ryder Wyndham.
Cool.
Mine, I don't know how sci-fi it is. I don't think it really is. But
Vietnam War documentary.
no. It's
Vietnam War documentary where they all have laser guns.
Yes.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing. I'd watch that documentary.
Oh,
the
yeah.
English Sherlock show. It's available.
So that's on the BBC with
Yeah.
it's on Netflix, right? It's like an
Yeah,
hour and a
you
half
can-
show.
you
It
can see it
has
on
some
Netflix.
sci-fi in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each
That's sci-fi.
each one's an hour and a half long, and currently there's 9. So it's a bit of a commitment.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
only
I
come out
don't
with a new season every 2-3 years. So
So you have time.
Yeah,
so you have time.
You can
and
watch
it's,
one a month.
Benedict Cumberbatch as Sherlock, and I forgot the name.
Martin
of
Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
Look at you, Pegno.
Agno's a
As
beast.
as Watson. So it's really great. It's really funny, smart.
Yeah,
British.
Watch it before they take it off Netflix.
British.
You never know when things
Oh, they
disappear from
canceled all
Netflix.
that happened only once.
You know, they took Zach and Cody off Netflix. One day I was like, I
Oh
want
my
to relive
God.
my
They took
childhood.
Voltron
cares?
off. They're coming out with a new Voltron though.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Zach
they'll
and
do them all at
Cody.
the same
Do
time.
they have a Zach
Yeah.
and Cody?
And
He's
the
gonna go
Ray's
home and
by
cry
They don't
now.
have Corey in the house on that.
Dude, the Sweet
They
Life
have
of
Corey in the House on
No,
Netflix.
they
No, they don't, and that's a
That's
problem.
the problem.
I'd watch Corey in the House on Netflix.
Great
You
anime.
gotta check Hulu.
Great anime.
What do you got, PSAP?
Okay. Here we go with the comments. I have a Star Wars suggestion.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't guess that.
It's no, thanks. What is it, like number 12 or something? I don't know.
Not enough.
Someone tell us how many times
We
B-Sap
have
said
to-
Star Wars in this podcast.
Or mom. Okay. So I'm recommending a book. I know you guys got to read. It's called Bloodline, and it's about $18. I just checked, and it gives pretty much a little backstory to everything really that's happened since A New Hope. So, for example, there was a little small passage I just wanted to share with you guys of what happened in A New Hope with Leia being tortured by that probe with the sharp needle that was eerily zoomed into.
An Imperial probe droid.
No, that's the
Yeah, it's the
fine.
other one. B-Sap.
Yeah, okay, thanks. So it mentions that sort of stuff, and it also mentions a lot of stuff about what the state of the galaxy is in with the New Republic. Apparently, according to the book, the New Republic has gone into a state...
Is this canon?
This is canon. The New Republic has gone into a state where it was before the rise of the Empire and the fall of the Old Republic. So pretty much the corruption has returned. Everything really has returned to the state it was before the Empire. It gives a lot of stuff about how Leia became the leader of the Resistance. It's a lot of military base. It's really, I've been reading it so far. It's a good book. It's a solid read for any Star Wars fans like John, myself, or anybody else. I highly recommend it. It's written beautifully. It's not like a Force Awakens novelization trash.
You read it?
Yeah, it was awful. But and that's really it. But fantastic book for fantastic people listening. So
Anyone who has the guts.
yeah. My suggestion is a DC animated movie called The Flashpoint Paradox. Is it Justice League Flashpoint Paradox?
No,
or is it just the Flash?
I mean, the
Flashpoint
Justice League
Paradox?
makes like a small appearance in the beginning, and that's it.
Yeah, it's,
And then the alternate world, whatever.
yeah. Oh, it's so good. The Flash has to basically go back or go forward in time.
Technically,
He has to go
Just-
back.
and fix
to go
something?
forward.
created
He has
an
to go back
alternate
to go forward.
timeline.
Yeah, and he
ruined
meets
it.
he meets Batman and from a different dimension. Who I won't spoil that.
Oh, that's the best part of the movie.
Yeah, that's the best part of the movie. So he meets all the other dimensional Justice League people. He has to kind of fix them. I think that the Flash movie is going to be loosely based off of the Flashpoint
I think the
storyline.
Flash movie is going to stink.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost its director and its writer. At the same time, it's got to be a sign.
I mean, the
Yeah.
TV show is really good, so I'm fine with that.
You like the TV show?
I do.
get into
It's
another
not
day.
as good as Arrow, but I like it.
I can't stand either one of them. After Daredevil and Jessica Jones, I can't stomach CW
Do you like
stuff.
Daredevil?
I love Daredevil.
Okay.
Daredevil's
At least
the
we
only
agree
good
on
one.
something.
No,
Yeah.
I mean,
Daredevil's awesome.
I loved The Flash and Arrow, but it seems like I'm watching the same episode every episode.
Well, that's what you say about all the
It's
crime shows.
formulaic.
I do, and I don't watch any of the crime shows either. You've seen one CSI, you've seen them all.
Okay, but nah, I'm talking about Hawaii.
CSI
You've seen one
Cyber.
Hawaii Five-0.
Hey,
Hawaii
but-
Five-0 is awesome.
Thank you. It takes place in Hawaii. You can moan and groan all you want. Hawaii 5-0, you could take anything out of it. It's still in Hawaii, which is heaven on earth as far as I'm
Last time
concerned.
you were in Hawaii, how was it?
Yeah, I had a broken wrist thanks to John over here. So, yeah.
Wait,
Well, maybe if you knew
hold
the
on,
Flash,
hold on.
he could go back in time and
Wait,
fix
wait,
your
Wait, can we have this story,
Oh.
please?
Oh, okay, fine. We have a little time. We'll
This is
do
an
it.
extra segment, quickly.
All right, so once upon a time, I was in summer camp. It was during the World Cup, so I thought I was Tim Howard,
Was this 2
the
years
U.S.
ago?
soccer goalie. This was 2 years ago, and so I believe I was a good goalie. Turns out,
You're not.
I kicked the ball and I broke his wrist.
Broke your wrist?
What happened
How
was
weak
my
are your wrists?
what? Okay,
How hard was the ball?
Snapped because
it
of
was
a
a
soccer
kickball.
A kickball.
What happened was
They're meant to get hit. You're meant to get hit with them.
John is a very fast person, and my hand, the ball, I saved something.
This is pathetic.
I saved something, and the rebound went right to John. I'm thinking, oh, he's not going to be. I'll be ready in time. This kid flies in like the Flash,
Uh huh.
and my wrist is all floppy. It's not. It's not ready.
All the
And-
dinosaurs feared the T-Rex.
and the ball comes hurtling towards my little old wrist, and it bends back.
He's
all-
saying this like he knows this is being recorded.
Calls Mama Sap.
Yeah.
It bends back all the way.
Oh, no.
The bone tears like a little celery stick.
BSAP's war stories.
And because of him, the doctor, the mean doctor, any of you living in Brooklyn, never go to Dr. Felicia.
No slender BSAP.
I know. This,
What if he's
this guy,
listening?
This guy, I don't care.
We just lost the
If
listener.
Dr. Felicia's listening to this, we do not share the same opinion as Brendan Sapienza.
This guy, I went to him.
Apologies.
Direct your lawsuit to him.
Apologies to Dr.
He was he had no regard, no emotion to him. I'm like, oh no, I have a Hawaii trip. What am I gonna do?
Wrap it up, BSAP.
And he's like, oh well, you're gonna have to wear the cast. I come back 3 weeks later, see if there's any progress. I come, he's like, okay, we could take the cast off. So we asked Mama Sap. He says,
That's number 3.
he
Number
sa-
3.
He says,
Thank you.
Is he clumsy by the pool? And what does she say? Yes. I'm gonna give you a little
Define
story.
clumsy.
She's honest.
Slipping and falling on things. I
Do
have
you?
never. I don't run by the pool because the lifeguard yells at me. But I don't.
Would you trust an Ewok around the pool?
First of
Yeah.
all, they've got.
I
got
would never run by the
fur.
pool. I would be absolutely fine, but no. So I have to wear a blue bag in the lazy river because I can't go into the deep end of the pool because my arm's gonna be up in the air for about 2
I can't
hours.
contain myself.
Oh wait, no, it gets better. So I'm in the lazy river just floating around, and some guy
The
with
Sci-Fi
his daughter,
Club, ladies and gentlemen.
some guy with his daughter says, "Is he allowed to be in here with all this?" And I look, I'm like, "What? I'm wearing a plastic bag. There's nothing wrong with this." And I move on. I continue floating. Big bro had to accompany me because if that thing touched the water, I was done. Go to the hospital, recast it, and it'll be even tighter and smellier. And I wasn't in the mood. So yeah, that's the story. Thanks, John.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, that was awesome.
You got a
All right.
You got a suggestion? Yeah,
So,
Flashpoint. See it.
For my suggestion, I have games again. 2 games that have come out very recently: Overwatch and The Battleborn. Very similar concepts. You've got a sci-fi universe filled with humans and monsters and aliens and weird-looking stuff.
Oh, so it's
And-
good Halo.
Yeah, good Halo. And they're all fighting for control of the planet. And Halo's still good. I mean, it's over, I hope, but it's still good.
What consoles?
The Xbox.
It's an exclusive
Xbox.
game. Demo.
Xbox
I
exclusive.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't
even
game.
play
So,
this
Battleborn
nonsense.
came out
Other people
about...
might not have known that. That's good catch, Jim.
Battleborn came out about 2 days ago. It's for Xbox 360, Xbox and PS4 and PC. And the reviews aren't in yet, but I think people like it. Overwatch, on the other hand, is made by Blizzard, so I think they've got the leg up on this one. And they just started an
Trying
open...
to make more movies.
Yeah, they started an open beta about last night, so people are getting the chance to play it. I'm playing it, and it looks like hell because my graphics card is, like, not up there.
It's fried.
So half of the images are missing, and it's slow. But I'm playing it, and it's
what
a
you
heck
should
of a
do?
lot of fun.
Just get a Mac.
Don't
Oh,
get a Mac.
don't
no,
you
we're not
even.
getting into this. They don't even have
I have
graphics
Windows,
cards.
and I appreciate it.
Also,
Okay.
they're making a new game. Just want to make a quick interjection. They're making a remake of the Knights of the Old Republic game.
Okay, that's allowed. That's
You mean
allowed.
besides the one that's the MMO online?
Yeah, they're making a remake of it. Anyway, moving on.
My suggestion is I was gonna do Long Halloween, but then I reread Civil War in anticipation, and it's so good.
They're both really good.
Yeah, they're both really good. But I decided to go with Civil War because it's more topical.
So
as of right now.
the comic, right?
Yeah, the comic book. You really get to see the conflict between Captain America and Iron Man, and it like the movie. It has a lot of backstory. We have 65 years of them, kind of butting heads a little bit, and it tops off the entire comic books for the past 60 years.
Nice.
So
How many issues is it, or is it? Can you get it as a
you can get
graphic
the graphic
novel?
novel. It's like $20, and you probably get a discount since it's coming out. So
Nice.
it's pretty good.
All right.
Guys, I think we just completed our first podcast.
This is exciting.
That was great.
I didn't think we were gonna get through it.
No, we did. We got through it.
All right.
Wait, is this still recording? Or
It's still recording. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to sign
I thought
off,
this was
man.
the off.
You don't just
sign
microphone
off.
celebration.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna play our
When are we
outro
doing
music.
this again?
Outro music. Let's go.
I want to thank everybody for listening. If anybody did listen, hopefully David did. I think David listened.
Mama
David.
Sap. Shout out to
Mama
Mama
Sap. Hope Mama Sap listens.
I make a couple of shout outs.
For William Corsi, Matt DiMartino, John Pagano, Matt Pegno, and Brandon Sapienza, I want to say thanks and catch us on X Squad Pod on Twitter, xsquadpod@gmail.com, and xsquadron.weebly.com. Hit us up with your comments, good or bad. We'll listen to them all. Suggestions. Give us some suggestions that you want us to talk about. And the next podcast, we're going to be talking about Captain America Civil War. All right? So we'll see you then. See you next week.
May the 4th be with you.